Hi there, I'm Anna, and welcome to Natural English. In this channel, we make real English simple and natural. Let's learn something you can use today.
Hello, beautiful learners. This is Anna from Natural English with Anna, and today I want to share something that's going to completely shift how you think about change. Are you exhausted from feeling trapped in the same cycle? Every morning, you wake up filled with ambitious dreams and big plans. But every evening, you collapse into bed with those exact same problems still weighing on your shoulders. You whisper to yourself, tomorrow will be different. But when tomorrow arrives, it looks disturbingly identical to today. Here's what I need you to understand right now. You're not lazy. You're not broken. You're not missing some magical talent that successful people were born with. You're simply missing one fundamental truth that high achievers discovered years ago. And today, I'm going to hand that secret directly to you. What if I told you that dedicating just 60 minutes each day, not 5 hours, not 10 hours, just one focused hour, could completely revolutionize your entire existence? Most people have convinced themselves that transformation requires massive effort, perfect timing, or extraordinary talent. That's absolutely false. Real, lasting change begins with 1 hour of intentional action every single day. The issue isn't that you lack time. The real problem is that you haven't learned how to strategically use the time you already possess. Welcome to Natural English with Anna, where small, consistent changes create extraordinary results. Today, you'll discover the exact blueprint that transforms ordinary people into achievers, dreamers into action takers, and wishers into winners. Let me start with a truth that might sting a little. Most people fail not because they lack talent, but because they systematically waste their most precious resource, time. They'll spend endless hours mindlessly scrolling through social media, consuming meaningless content, and complaining about their circumstances. Yet they refuse to invest just one focused hour working on their solutions. Think about this. 1 hour represents only 4% of your entire day. Just 4%. You probably spend more time than that sitting in traffic or waiting in checkout lines. But here's what's remarkable. When used strategically, this single hour possesses more transformative power than the remaining 23 hours combined. Why does 1 hour matter so profoundly? It's not actually about the time itself. It's about what that commitment represents. It represents your unwavering dedication to yourself. It represents your genuine belief in your future potential. It represents your conscious decision to stop being a victim of circumstances and start being the architect of your own life. Consider the successful people you deeply admire. What do they all share in common? They understand that success is constructed one day at a time, 1 hour at a time, one deliberate decision at a time. They don't wait for perfect opportunities or ideal conditions. They create consistent progress through daily, focused action. Warren Buffett dedicates 5 to 6 hours daily to reading. Bill Gates consumes 50 books every year. Oprah meditates each morning without fail. What do they understand that you might be missing? They know that daily habits ultimately determine destiny. They know that small, consistent actions compound into extraordinary outcomes over time. But here's what they also know that most people completely miss. You don't need 5 hours like Warren Buffett. You don't need to read 50 books annually like Bill Gates. You simply need to commit to one focused hour of intentional growth every single day. 1 hour of targeted learning equals 365 hours per year. That's equivalent to attending university for 15 consecutive weeks, focused entirely on your specific goals. Here's the most important decision you'll make today. What happens during your first hour after you wake up? Most people unconsciously give away this precious time without any thought. They immediately grab their phones, check messages, scroll through social media, and allow other people's priorities to become their first priority of the day. This is a massive mistake, a life-altering mistake that's sabotaging your potential every single morning. How you begin your day determines how you experience your entire life. This isn't just motivational talk. This is actual brain science. Your mind is most clear, focused, and capable during that first hour. Your willpower is at its absolute peak. Your ability to concentrate is at its strongest point. And what do most people do with this golden hour of unlimited potential? They waste it completely. Let me paint a picture that might sound familiar. You wake up and immediately reach for your phone. Within minutes, you're consuming information about problems you can't solve, drama that doesn't concern you, and other people's highlight reels that make you feel inadequate about your own life. Your brain, which was fresh and primed for growth, becomes filled with noise, negativity, and scattered distractions. By the time you're actually ready to start your productive day, your mental energy is already depleted. Your focus is fragmented. Your mood has been influenced by things that have absolutely nothing to do with your goals or your life. You've handed complete control of your mind to algorithms, advertisers, and people who don't even know you exist. Here's what successful people do completely differently. They protect their first hour like it's made of pure gold, because it absolutely is. They use this sacred time to program their minds for success, instead of allowing the world to program them for mediocrity. Your first hour should be absolutely sacred. No phone, no social media, no news, no distractions. Just you, your goals, and your growth. Use this time to read something that expands your thinking. Write down your priorities. Visualize your success. Plan your actions. Move your body. Feed your soul. When you control your first hour, something powerful happens. You start each day as the director of your own life, not just an actor in someone else's story. Before you spend your precious hour doing anything, you need to answer one crucial question. Where exactly are you going? If you don't know your destination, any path will take you there, and any path usually leads nowhere important. Most people fail because they confuse being busy with being productive. They work incredibly hard, but they don't work strategically. They have abundant energy, but they lack clear direction. They take massive action, but it's often the wrong action. Before your growth hour begins, take just 3 minutes to get crystal clear on your purpose. Ask yourself, what specific skill am I developing today? What exact problem am I solving? What measurable progress will I make? Why does this matter for my future? Write down your answers. Don't just think about them. Now, let's talk about learning strategically. Knowledge is only powerful when it's applied with intention. Most people treat learning like entertainment, consuming information casually without purpose or direction. That's not learning, that's just passing time. During your daily hour, dedicate at least 30 minutes to learning something directly related to your goals. Not random information or interesting, but useless facts. Targeted knowledge that moves you forward. Choose your learning materials carefully. Focus on content created by people who have achieved what you want to achieve. But here's the critical part that most people miss completely: practice. You don't become great by reading about greatness. You become great by practicing greatness. 1 hour of hands-on practice beats 10 hours of theory every single time. Dedicate the remaining 30 minutes of your hour to deliberate practice. If you're learning to communicate better, practice speaking. If you're studying business, work on your business plan. If you're developing writing skills, write something. Every time you practice, you transform knowledge into skill, understanding into ability, and potential into performance. Everything we've discussed depends entirely on one critical skill: your ability to show up consistently, especially when you don't feel like it. That ability is called discipline, and it's the most important skill you'll ever develop. Let me be completely honest with you. Motivation is unreliable. Some days you'll feel motivated, other days you won't. If you depend on motivation to maintain your daily hour, you will fail. Motivation is like weather. It changes constantly. Discipline is like the sun. It shows up every day, regardless of conditions. Here's how to protect your hour from the world trying to steal it. Set real boundaries, not suggestions or flexible guidelines, but hard boundaries that you enforce consistently. Tell your family, friends, and coworkers that this time is unavailable unless there's an emergency. Some people won't like this. They'll call you selfish or antisocial. Don't fall for it. When you don't value your time, nobody else will either. Successful people are masters at saying no to good opportunities so they can say yes to great ones. Create a distraction-free environment. Close your door, turn off your phone, use airplane mode. Do whatever it takes to guard this precious time like treasure, because that's exactly what it is. Finally, build the habit of reflection. After each session, take 5 minutes to ask yourself, what did I learn? What did I practice? What will I do differently tomorrow? This reflection transforms random activities into purposeful progress and helps you continuously improve your approach. We've covered the complete system: claiming your first hour, protecting it from distractions, learning with purpose, practicing with intention, and building the discipline to maintain consistency. You now have everything you need to transform your life completely. But knowledge without action is worthless. You can understand every concept perfectly, but if you don't start implementing them today, nothing will change. The gap between knowing and doing is where most dreams die. So here's your moment of truth. Will you be someone who learns and acts, or someone who learns and forgets? The time for delay is over. Not next Monday, not next month, not next year. Today, right now, this moment. Because every day you wait is a day of potential growth lost forever. I know what you're thinking. I'll start when I have more time. But you'll never have more time. You'll only have different priorities. I'll start when I feel more motivated. But motivation comes after action, not before it. I'll start when conditions are perfect. But perfect conditions don't exist. Here's what successful people understand. You don't have to feel ready to start. You just have to start. 1 hour a day for a year equals 365 hours of focused growth. In 5 years, you'll have invested over 1,800 hours in your development, enough to become world class at almost any skill. Your future self is watching this decision right now. They're hoping you'll choose growth over comfort, action over excuses, commitment over convenience. Don't let them down. Take out a piece of paper and write down your commitment. What time will your daily growth hour be? What will you focus on first? Make it specific, make it real, make it happen. Your transformed life starts with your very next hour. Make it count. Thank you for choosing to grow with Natural English with Anna. If this message resonated with you, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring that notification bell. We consistently create content that will help you grow both your English skills and your life. Share this with someone who needs to hear this message. Until next time, keep practicing, keep growing, and never stop believing in the power of consistent daily action. Your confident, successful future starts now.
Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you in the next video.